Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Tuesday, the 10th day of February 2026. I hope you're all safe and healthy, and your family safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the area of health, along with first responders every day, saving lives. Those that pick up garbage to keep streets and towns and cities clean. Those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children, unfortunate victims of child molestation and pedophilia. Those helping the ones victims of prostitution, child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, sex slavery. Double curses on perpetrators, profiteers, and all those perverts that cause these industries to exist from top to bottom. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. More than 700,000 men, women, children, families, and senior citizens homeless in the United States of America. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight at Madison Square Garden. New York Knicks playing the Indiana Pacers tonight. Check this out. I feel like we just got a new toy, and we can't stop playing with it. Like with Alvarado and Diawara, I feel like we got like this new, it's like we just got a new ride, and we want to jump in it every day. We just riding it all the time just because we want to drive it. That's where we at right now. These two cats have caused the Mob Deep to go to a new level. With Mitch Rob, you still got Shamit, you still got Deuce coming. There's going to be some, the Knicks, check this out. What I just said, just let that sink in. The Knicks are on the uptick. Last night, Detroit messed up. Detroit messed up bad. Self-inflicted wound. The thing is, it's one of these situations with Detroit and Charlotte that come out of nowhere. Like Charlotte was on the fast track to the top pick again. They had won 9 straight. So they lose last night to Detroit, but Detroit really took the biggest L. Both Isaiah Stewart and Duran are going to get lengthy suspensions. They're both going to get suspension. Duran, for throwing, first he put his hand all in Diawara's face and started throwing a punch. Then here come Isaiah Stewart off the bench. Now, as Knicks fans, we totally remember, well, many of us were around. Some of us just heard about it because y'all was youngins. But we remember what happens when you come off the bench. Miami in the playoffs, in Miami, you remember what happens when you come running off the bench, as Isaiah Stewart did yesterday. Bad move, bad move, bad move. And so that's going to cost them. That's going to cost them a whole lot of games. That's going to cost them a whole lot of games. So Isaiah Stewart probably and Duran won't be playing. I'm about 90% sure they won't be playing when the Knicks come and play Detroit in New York in February 19th. That bad boy act, they done went too far with that. See? So now you're going to have to deal with not playing with 2 of your rotation pieces that you need. We know what that's like because we just lost to them without 3 rotation players last Friday. Let's see how much they start whining when they have to play with 2 of theirs. You know, because here we come, right? The Knicks on their way. The Knicks are really on the come up at the time we need to be. Going into the All-Star break like this feels real good. Food tastes better. The days look nicer. Everything looks good. And so I'm liking how we doing. Now, Indiana, it ain't like they nobody. In fact, I wouldn't wish what has happened to Indiana on anybody. And I hate Indiana. Maybe I wish it happened to Boston, but y'all know. But Indiana, man, they're gone. No, okay, so they let Miles Turner go, which I feel was a mistake. They trade Benedict Mathurin. They get Zubac, but he can't play yet. Of course, Halliburton's Achilles done. He ain't playing until next fall. Then you got Zubac's not ready. And then I mentioned to you, now Johnny Furphy, a lottery pick out of Kansas, 6'9" wing, slashing type dude, very promising young player, tears his ACL last night. He's done for the season. Obi got to put a screw in his foot. He's starting to come back, but He's not. I mean, they have been hit hard from last spring with Halliburton all the way to now. Indiana's been going through it. So, when we play them tonight, they got Nimhard still. Neesmith is day to day. Jarris Walker, that small forward. They got Pascal. They're not gonna have Zubac. They're gonna have Jay Huff in the middle. Ben Shepherd. They got T.J. McConnell's day to day. They banged up. Okay, but again, this is the league. Not all things can be explained. Like Charlotte been giving Detroit hell this whole season. Okay, beat them already, and have been giving them hell this whole season. So anything could happen here against Indiana. So the Knicks just got to take care of business, which means Brunson got to be on point more than just, no pun intended, but I'm saying he has to let that ball go a little bit. And then especially against Nimhard and Ben Shepherd, they are known, and Neesmith, they all give Brunson fits. That's why I'm really hoping actually that OG sits tonight. Because if OG sits tonight, then that gives him another day to rest, right? Get that toe another day to heal. And then you got Shamet in that starting lineup with McCall, Brunson, Big Cat, right? And Josh Hart. And you get them now. He's questioned that his OG is questionable today. Mitch Roberts not playing. And now I think I understand a little bit the rumors about Yves Missi before the trade deadline. Because Mitch Rob can't play back. They don't want him to play back to back. A night like tonight, you would like a guy like Yves Missi. Now somebody would say, well, we got Hoop Porty. And you're right, we do got Hoop Porty. But Hoop Porty, I have to say, he's developing. Okay, I'm not going down. And this is the thing, Knicks Nation, some of y'all, especially on X, you feel the need when somebody's down to kick them. Like somebody on X talking about, well, the reason Jordan Clarkson can't play is because he can't play defense. Stop it. Jordan Clarkson playing good defense for the Knicks. He's just, back of the rotation because there's other guys fitting better than him right now. I mean, that's all there is to it. You ain't got to crap on somebody to make somebody else look better. That's a bad habit. Or if we trade somebody, people come out and start crapping all over. Y'all are some of the most lowest human beings, man. It comes out in your basketball, the way you react. It's just bad. But no, we don't need we would have needed Yves Missi in a situation like this. We can't play Mitch Rob tonight. So now you got to depend on Cat at the 5. Lil Hoop Porty at the 5, or Jamison. He ain't gonna play both of them a lot because this has been, not that I can predict what the hell Mark Brown's gonna do, but there's been games that Mitch Rob's been out and he ain't hardly played either Hoop Porty or Jamison. So I don't know what he's gonna do. I do know this though. Without OG out there, see, OG would be that dude playing some 5, but you may not have him. So I have to think you're gonna be having to do some Hoop Porty today. Hoop Porty got to be on his game today. So I'm looking at starting 5: Cat, Brunson, Shamet, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart. I'm looking at the bench. It's gonna be Hoop Porty, our boy Alvarado, Diawara. Now, what he wants to do after that, Jordan Clarkson, I don't know. I'm not worried about Jordan Clarkson. See, Jordan Clarkson's a veteran. It ain't like he just got in the league. And he's been 6th man of the year, and he's still got the West 4th Street skills. So I'm hoping we can get some Clarkson in there and that he could do some business today. That would be good. Because Clarkson, ain't nothing wrong with Clarkson. Some of y'all, that's what I'm saying. When I read that, sometimes, most of the time, I don't answer it. It's beneath me to answer foolishness. It's beneath me. And so I won't do it. So when that person said that, you know who you are, I ain't answering you. I don't even want to talk to you. Anyway, so we got to take care of business tonight. Now, against Philly tomorrow, you can expect Mitch Rob back. Okay? That changes everything right there. But tonight is a test. The defense, having Mitchell Robinson out there with Alvarado, okay? And sham it. That's rough, okay? But we're not gonna have that tonight. So we got is the key here is who party got to show up. Now, Cat that's got to be Cat. What's Cat been doing? Cat has been averaging about 17 a game, leading the NBA in rebounds. Had a couple of 20 rebound games already. We need Cat to be that roughneck on the boards tonight. And that's what he has been, the roughneck on the boards. Even though they've been beating him to death, and yeah, it'd be nice if he stopped whining, but you got to understand he is getting beat to death, and it's almost like somebody watching somebody get raped and don't do nothing about it, right? That person that's watching is just as guilty as the rapist. So the refs have been sitting here watching Cat get mauled and just watching. They did a little better in the last game. Somebody talked to the NBA, I'm sure, and somebody need to talk to him because you can't be treating Cat like that, not with no orange and blue on. So, no. Cat just got to be that roughneck on the boards. I'd like to see 15 boards tonight. I normally don't put numbers on these things, but in this case, I'm going to because I think Cat can do that. He starts horsing 15 boards tonight. We get a little party, and again, I've been saying this, and I think they're kind of going, not because I said it, but I think somebody said, don't worry about how many fouls you got. Just play. You foul out, you foul out. Just play. That's all you got to do, play. Okay? Play your game. Be aggressive. Be physical. Don't be dirty like the Detroit. Don't be dirty, but play your game. Be physical. And they could do that. So we got Grand Theft Alvarado 5 coming out today. Okay? We're going to have some more Diawara business today. Okay? Then we're probably going to get some Hooporty business tonight. Okay? We'll be all right. Now, if OG plays, you're going to probably see him play some 5, and the Knicks are really good when OG plays the 5. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but they're really good when he plays the 5 because the homeboy can guard anybody 1 through 5. You put him on the 5, he's rough, okay? But I'm not in a hurry for OG to come back. I think we can take this game if we play the game that the Knicks play. Low turnovers. Keep them out your paint. Get into their paint. Rebound the basketball. Jalen Brunson, let that ball move. And then we'll be all right. So let's enjoy this game tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I know y'all are too. Yeah, all right. And then we'll talk about it tomorrow before we got to go visit Philly. But that's tomorrow. Let's deal with what's in front of us. Indiana, a wounded bear. I would treat them like that, a wounded bear. And you know what a wounded bear do when you're messing with her cubs, right? You're going to have to come handle business. You're going to have to bring the 12 gauge, the 30-yard 6, because they're a wounded bear. All right, y'all. Enjoy the game. Be safe out there. Sure.